Is that as loud as you're going to be?
Yes, this is about my projecting voice.
Projection.
That's nothing, dude.
Projection protection.
Projection.
That sounds nasty.
Hey, everybody. You sound like Cleveland Brown.
Jonathan. What?
You sound like Cleveland Brown. That sounds nasty.
That's nasty.
That's nasty. But
Pardon me.
But also, that's the loudest I'll be. But also,
okay.
If I speak around here, how's my levels here? Are they too low?
Not too shabby.
Okay. Good.
All right, then we're good to go.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, where's my Shaun of the Dead merchandise? Do you have any in this room?
I don't. I have a Blu-ray. That's not merch.
That's not merch. Well, technically.
Yeah, that's part of whatever.
It is merchandising of the film.
Yeah.
You let it collect dust anyways, like you would any other merch. So, that's merch. That's what merch is for. Hang it on your wall.
You know what else it's for?
What?
I was going to try and introduce the podcast, but it wasn't going to work.
Introduce our merch store.
We don't have one yet.
Imagine you just said yes, and then you made one overnight because you're like, that's a great idea. You're like,
it would be great.
Done. I'll design all my t-shirts right now.
But we need a podcast first, so welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
Tangents of Horror.
I've heard of that one as well.
That's what we're doing.
Guys, look up at the screen. Tangents of Horror is playing on your device and speakers. What?
Yeah, and today we're doing Shaun of the Dead.
I love that guy.
Another horror comedy. And it's okay, though.
Not in a cabin.
It's not, but it is a zombie movie.
It is.
It is a zombie movie, and it's directed by one of my favorite directors.
What's his name?
Edgar Wright, man.
Now what's that guy about?
What?
Now what's that guy about?
He's about the good shit.
Thank God.
Because he doesn't have a bad movie. You can't name one.
He's got to have a bad movie.
Mm-mm.
Does he only do good movies?
Do
they just come out not very often?
Because he writes them, too. Yeah, not very often. I think he has 5 or 6.
That's like, is that a good...
Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End.
He's got it. Come on. Where's this gross
the
short
one that
films?
you like? Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
So that's 4. Baby Driver. And Last Night in Soho.
Last Night in Soho.
I think that's it.
He's got to have a little short film that's shitty somewhere.
Well, I think he did a short film maybe before Shaun of the Dead.
Ooh.
But no, not of Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is actually, the inspiration came from a TV show he used to direct.
Dawn.
No.
Of Dread.
Spaced. That's what the show is called. Yes.
Spaced.
And he didn't write the show.
Spaced.
Spaced with a D.
With a D.
Why would it be with a T?
Your D's are hard. Your D's are really... No, so they're tinny.
I'm a hard
Ds.
man. Oh.
Tinny D's.
Tinny D's?
Don't you dare. We're talking about Jonathan of the Dead.
Why do you keep calling him Jonathan?
It sounds better. And sorry, Edgar Wright. I love you. Listen, kisses. I like Jonathan of the Dead. It rolls. It flows. I mean,
it's supposed to sound like Dawn of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead.
It's a parody on a parody. I think it's a meta title because you're like, it should be Shaun of the Dead to rhyme with Dawn of the Dead, but they're like, they did Jonathan? How?
A name that's not real?
A name that's not real, but it sounds like a name I know? Keeps them guessing.
I guess. But yeah, Spaced. It's a funny show.
Spaced.
Edgar Wright directed it.
Okay.
But it was actually written by Simon Pegg, and in Shaun of the Dead,
Is that Simon Pegg?
Yes.
Okay.
He's pointing at the screen because I have
Simon Pegg on the screen. He has a wallpaper on his computer. It's just Simon Pegg kind of shirtless and stuff.
It's actually a wallpaper on my walls in the room we're in.
He's printed it just for this episode. Yeah. I don't know why.
I don't even know if you can buy wallpaper anymore. Is that a thing still?
In The Sims, you can.
Oh. Well, that's all that matters. As long as you can still buy it in The Sims.
And I hear their expansion packs are coming out free. I just got a TikTok about that.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Keep it in mind.
I hope you got a lot of
guys, jump on that
info from that, listeners.
Jump on that. Sims 4 expansions, I hear, are free. I don't know.
Okay, but you know in the movie, when Shaun keeps running into that other girl, that's like a mirror version of him. Shaun!
Right.
That's the other writer from Spaced. Because she ends up being, she's his roommate.
Oh, yes.
And it's like a little sitcom.
Oh, okay.
But there's one episode where she wakes up and comes into the living room and he's there playing video games and he's playing Resident Evil.
Oh.
She's like, have you been here all night? He's like, yeah, me and someone took speed at a bar, and I came home and started playing video games. Then he starts hallucinating that zombies are coming after him.
Oh, that's great.
So him and Edgar Wright got the idea to make an actual zombie movie.
That's fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So then they came up with the Shaun of the Dead script in like 8 weeks. That's madness.
Him and Simone? Just them? And who else? Just them together?
Yeah.
Those...
That's crazy.
What were they on? Speed. Must have been.
Maybe.
Oh my God. 8 weeks?
And of course, it also stars Nick Frost, which is an awesome actor who is also in Hot Fuzz. And
why does that sound like
World's
a wrestler's name?
It does sound like a
Did you say Nick Frost?
Nick Frost.
Is that not...
Scott Wood. I'm sorry, Shaun.
Jack Frost is what I'm thinking of.
There you go.
I thought that was called Nick Frost for a second. I'm like, is that not a fucking Tim Allen movie? I don't know.
That's the Santa Claus. Jack Frost has Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Batman himself. Like I didn't... Did I speak weird?
No, but does Michael Keaton...
No.
Does he have no? Is that just
You've
Jeffrey?
seen the Spider-Man movies, right? He plays the Vulture. That's Michael Keaton.
Michael? Why do I want to say Michael Keaton like that, though?
I don't know. Some names you just want to say certain ways.
Michael Keaton. Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know what that is, to be honest.
Batman. I don't know.
What was that?
Mr. Wayne. Maybe I'm doing that. Who plays... Okay, go on. Go on about this guy you're talking about.
I'm so confused right now.
I'll get to the bottom of it. Don't worry.
I hope so, because I'm gonna lose sleep tonight. I will. I'm gonna lose sleep.
You're gonna hear echoey Michael Keaton.
All right, Shaunathan of the Dead. Now, how we usually start our reviews
is the opening. Oh fuck!
How do you like the opening?
We said at the same time. It was the Windchester, just him and his gal.
Well, you think that at first.
Yeah.
She's not happy with the way he is.
Yeah.
Kind of lazy.
Yeah, and he always goes to the pub to
he
have
just
a drink.
likes the same thing.
Yeah.
What was that called? Likes normalcy and likes having structure.
Yeah.
Doesn't like pushing the box too far.
No, and that's it.
Until there's zombie apocalypse, and he does what he has to do.
And then go outside of his comfort zone.
What they do is what they always do anyway, because they go to the Windchester.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like...
He was rewarded for his behavior. He was the one person that could stay in his box and succeed.
No, the opening scene's great because you think it's just them, and just through the dialogue alone, we get introduced to basically the main group of the movie.
Yeah.
Her two friends and Nick Frost, the wrestler.
In a very Edgar Wright style of introducing characters, just lining them all up in front of the main character.
It's not that I don't like your friends.
Yeah.
Guys, it's not that I don't like you. Oh, no worries. It's not that I don't like having... what's his name in the movie? Oh my god, I'm brain farting so bad. Nick Frost's character. Ed, yes, thank you. Yeah, she's like, it's not that I don't like having Ed around. Ed, it's not that I don't like having you around. And they look off camera where you haven't seen, and the camera just pans a little bit, and they're standing there. He's playing the pinball machine.
Right. Yeah, that's
that comes back later on when they're trying not to make noise. I don't think it's a pinball machine, but it kind of looks that shape, but smaller.
Yeah, I swear it was.
It's too small.
Did we ever get a shot of it?
No, not really. I don't think so.
I'd like to.
It's just
pinball.
Loud.
Yeah, as pinball machines are known to be.
This is true. But all arcade machines are loud, really, especially old ones. They got like actual bells and whistles.
Oh,
maybe not whistles, but the bells.
Crazy.
I am crazy.
Bells on arcade machines? I guess the hammer one.
Yeah, there's bells in pinball machines. The little things you hit.
Well,
those are
pinball
bells.
machines, yeah. But arcade machines, Street Fighter's not ringing a bell at you saying fight.
Well, like casino machines, because that may have been what he was playing. Because it was in a bar, right?
Now you're stretching the definition.
I don't know.
Because you made the claim, and I just want to make sure we're doing the facts here. Hard facts.
There's that hard again. Is that like the word of the episode?
See, but it didn't sound like a T at the end. I just said hard.
Sorry.
And I didn't sound like hard.
You're breaking my heart. I kind of hear it. Yeah, okay. Well, if you know the answer, what kind of arcade game, pinball, slot, whatever he was playing, let us know.
Yeah.
Because we don't know.
Yeah, get one of you guys who collect a bunch and like to hyperanalyze the frame by frame and let us know the model, the make, the year.
But basically, his girlfriend wants him to like go to a nice restaurant. I think it's their 3-year anniversary coming up or some shit. She hasn't met his mother yet,
No,
which
but
is crazy.
He's going to book the reservation.
She's a nice lady.
I know. Well,
but
the
he
mother?
agrees. Yeah, the mother. They're all nice ladies. They're all pretty nice. There's no real mean people in the movie except for David. He's a dick.
He had a reason.
Because he had a crush on her.
Yeah.
That he wouldn't let go.
Yeah.
And I like that we find everything out about the characters just through dialogue throughout the movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, you don't need any, like, big inciting moment or something negative to happen for them to... You're sort of just fleshing out a character in front of us and determining kind of what role they will lead.
Well, yeah, because later on they just say that he's in love with her.
Yeah.
And then once they kind of say that again and then add to it, his friend chimes in and says, I was always there to pick up the pieces.
Right.
So it almost sounds like they maybe dated at one point too. But yeah, I just love the dialogue. The dialogue through the whole movie is perfect.
And the pacing is so well done. It's not like Lord of the Rings, even though I've never seen Lord of the Rings, but I've heard that the book has a lot of exposition.
And there's a lot of walking in those movies. It's a good walking trilogy.
And this isn't The Walking Dead. This is Shaun of the Dead.
That's right. And neither of those are Lord of the Rings. So,
a trilogy?
My favorite part of the intro, the credits. Because that song is bitchin'.
How does it go again?
Or bussin'. I think they say bussin' now, not bitchin'. Isn't that weird? There's no singing in it. It's The Blue Wrath by iMonster. Bam, 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 beep, 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 beep.
Keep going.
We just watched... No, you just want to hear me...
Yes, I did. I wanted that for the rest.
I'm surprised you got that much out of me. I'm not going to lie.
Yes. I was because I looked so enamored. And you're like, I better keep doing this.
Zombies already.
Well, that's just humanity. That's just society.
True.
Who's to say a zombie looks like that? Not me.
Because it's a zombie movie, and that's the point. Zombie movies are supposed to have like a underline, like under...
Are you trying to say undertone?
Yes. Always kind of like political or like societal, if that's a word. It sounds like one. Sheeple. That's what they look like. I do like when it's the skateboarders, though, and they're just kind of moving to the music.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And we see Mary.
Had a little lamb.
She didn't in that shot.
Okay.
She doesn't have any lambs in the movie. She has a little fall, though.
Like Humpty Dumpty?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know why that was a reference to Mary Had a Little Lamb, but she does have a little fall. I don't know. It just rolled off the tongue like that.
Jonathan rolls it off.
What does he roll off?
The tongue.
I mean, he rolls her off of him.
Yeah.
And
Get
that's
off
when
me.
She falls.
Yeah.
Because there's a girl in the garden.
A girl in the garden?
That's how that scene starts. But we'll get there.
Okay.
Because that's when the zombies are... That's like full-on introduction to the zombies.
Okay. And it takes 30 minutes.
Maybe not that long. 20 minutes, maybe. Yeah. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe.
Oh,
although we do kind of see them in the background because we see like the woman faint, so she's probably turning into one.
Sunstroke.
You think that homeless man was just eating pigeons?
Yes.
Maybe.
Who did it on stage? Eat a bat?
Ozzy
Osbourne.
You're so... Oh my goodness.
Ate a bat on stage.
Oh my goodness.
Really? It was Ozzy that did that?
Yeah. Oh. Ozzy's the man.
Holy shit.
Also, one of the greatest shots of the movie, so simple, when he walks to the convenience store.
Oh, yeah. With all the one shot. Thank you so much.
Holy crap.
A little everything going on at once. The frame is never silent.
Never silent. It never cuts to black, never cuts anything.
And it's never not busy. There's always something that's purposeful in the shot and to flesh out what he's going through right now.
Well, there needs to be a lot because that means a lot of zombies later.
Yeah.
Everything we see, the jogger, the guy washing his car, the kid kicking the ball, which we saw in the intro credits. When he gets to the convenience store, the groom in the background becomes the zombie that enters the house.
Yeah.
We do get one jump scare here where he's calling out to the convenience store owner and he just pops out of nowhere, even though there's nowhere to pop out from. Because if you see him later, he looks down like the aisle and it's just an open like...
And he was looking at the newspaper, like reading about like dismembered bodies or something.
No, that's what I like. They kind of don't tell you what is going on with the zombies, but yeah, the newspaper said something about it messing up the crops.
Yeah.
And then later on, we get like news broadcasts, but it never says where it started.
I swear the newspaper right before the jump scare of the clerk behind the desk was like bodies found.
That was probably one of them. It was like a stack of papers.
Okay.
Because there was like different ones. Like we have different papers, like Toronto Sun.
All my papers are
Toronto
the same.
Star.
No, I never heard of those.
Moon.
I only read one paper.
Moon
and
of
it's
Toronto.
8x11 and it's sitting in my printer.
Oh,
Blank.
That's a good newspaper.
I start that 3 hours. Learn everything I need to know.
That's crazy.
Hey.
That's crazy.
Hey.
Also,
what?
The second time he goes to the store, they're all zombies.
Everyone's zombies. Yeah.
I love it.
Me too, because he does the same path and everything, and
he slips in the blood.
Yeah, and he doesn't. He's just so. He has his blinders on. He's a horse with his blinders on.
No idea what's going on.
Speed running life.
Well, there's a lot of shit going on in his life at that point.
Well, is that an excuse to act like that?
And he's hungover.
Well,
because that's after Liz breaks up with him.
Well, is that an excuse?
Because he doesn't book the restaurant, man.
Well, when's he going to get the kick in the ass?
What do you mean? By who? Liz?
Himself.
Well, when the zombies come around.
Strive to be better.
I think it clicks when he makes the plan.
Yeah.
When they stand up and he goes over the plan, like, we'll grab Mom, go to Liz's, and go to the Windchester.
And did he have a realization, or am I just injecting this in my own mind? Did he have a realization that there was kind of chaos amongst the group and no one was taking a leadership role, and then he decided to kind of speak up, or is that just too cliche in my mind? I don't know why I'm thinking that.
Well, he kind of has to convince Liz and her friends when he's in the apartment.
Yeah.
Like, because they say, like, why are you doing it? And he's like, listen, this isn't about us. We need to take charge and whatever.
Like, he had a flex of power at one point, I think, right?
Oh, yeah. He kind of has little ones here and there. Simon Pegg's acting in this is fucking phenomenal. Because he goes from, like, not a stoner, but just, like, a lazy, stuck in a rut.
Yeah, very caricature, sort of just a
stuck in his ways,
low life kind of guy. Yeah,
he could go further if he wanted to. Yeah. A smarter person than what he's doing in life, basically.
But
and then he plays a sad little bitch when his girlfriend leaves him. Really well.
Yeah.
And then he plays a great hero.
Yeah.
And then when his mom turns later on, he plays a very like sad, but he's also like lost and doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But does know what to do.
Yeah,
conflicted.
exactly.
He's very conflicted. Like, he's just all over the place, but so good.
But like, just has those very prominent sort of emotives for each phase he's going through, and just making it so memorable in his acting.
Now that I think about it, he's probably one of the most underrated actors.
Oh, gotta be.
100%.
Yeah.
Because he's not even in enough Hollywood movies.
No one
the
would
only
call
ones
him the
he's
big
in,
name. Yeah.
He's only in the Star Trek movies that aren't really being made anymore, and the Mission Impossible movies, which come out every...
People want to say Chris Pratt?
What about Chris Pratt?
For the best, I don't know, if someone were to name their best actor, they'd go like, oh, Chris Pratt.
No, Simon Pegg, bitch.
Yeah, but like...
Chris Pratt's pretty good, too.
Is he? Compared to Simon Pegg?
Is he in much other than Guardians?
I know, right?
I feel like he's not
Jurassic
in
Park.
enough. Oh, yeah, he did the Jurassic Park movie. I still haven't seen those, though. That's what I mean when, like really good actors like that, you'd think would be in more.
Want to know a funny story? The first Jurassic Park he was in, the first time I watched that was sitting in like a furniture store, sitting on one of the couches with their display TVs, and I watched the whole thing in that furniture store.
Were you just there on your own?
I was there with one of my buddies, and we were just walking around one day, and I must have been like in my teens still.
That's hilarious. Well, yeah, because the first one came out quite a while ago.
Yeah. And that was my first time watching it, was sitting there, I think on an ice cap or something.
I'm sure he's in other stuff that I just don't know about, but...
Some shows,
anyway,
maybe.
I would just think he'd be in more, because, like, when actors would get big back in the day, they do, like, 2 movies a year. You know what happens
now? Marvel fucking eats them up. You don't see them outside of Marvel.
That's true. It might be a contract thing, because ever since, like, Ant-Man was made, you don't see Paul Rudd in a whole lot.
Done.
He's in Ghostbusters.
They fucking lock him up, dude.
Interesting.
They lock him up. I don't know if that's true at all, but
Me
it makes
neither,
a lot of sense.
That would make a lot of sense.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
we're
plus
getting to
if
the
you're
truth.
Plus, if you're in one Marvel movie, you're probably set for a while.
Yeah, that's right. They're like, we will make sure your family eats. What are they in the
Well,
mafia?
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, well, thanks for the bare minimum. Jesus Christ.
Now I'm just getting like little flashes in my mind of whenever people make fun of Mickey being like abusive to all of the workers and stuff.
That's it.
But yeah, Simon Pegg, he should be in a Marvel movie. Yeah. He would fit really well.
Well, see,
is he in? What?
How are they outside of the director?
What do you mean,
Simon Pegg? How is he outside of Edgar Wright?
He's good. Like he's in the Mission Impossibles. He's been in Mission Impossible movies since the third.
I really want to watch his performance in other movies now, just to see the consistency. I'll tell you
some because there are some interesting ones, like semi-artsy kind of.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, he's so good, and Nick Frost is a great. Yeah. He plays the character so well. Yeah. It's very close to the character he plays in Spaced. Yeah, because he's just like his bumbling, like best friend.
You get like a fucking like a kick-ass, not really kick-ass, but what is the movie I'm thinking of? Fucking McLovin.
Oh, Superbad.
You get kind of like a Superbad character out of it. It's
well,
really
that was around the time that came out.
Yeah.
So a lot of like buddy movies came out around that time. I think, like in my mind, I feel like a lot of the not characteristics, but a lot of the chemistry and like main characters in a lot of movies at that time. There was usually like two main whatevers. But yeah, Ed's hilarious. Even in the opening scene when he does the fart, that's one of my favorite. Fucking
I'm
as old as I get.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, Ed. No. I'm sorry, Shaun. Oh God, so good. But yeah,
fucking 80s fart humor.
He goes to work. I love that scene because if you don't know my internet name, is that what you would call it?
Sure.
Your internet name handle.
Yeah.
My handle.
Yeah.
That sounds hot, actually.
Love handles.
There you go.
That's what we call them.
Yeah.
It's handles that we hold endearing to us. Love handles.
Is Red on Brandon.
Right.
And that's where I got it from because he puts a pen in his pocket.
You got red on ya.
Which he breaks in front of our eyes.
And I saw
he's like swinging it around and it flies. Yeah. He's like, oh, and puts it in his pocket. And the guy's like, you got red on you.
Yeah.
And then his stepdad says, you got red on you.
Yeah.
And then someone else does too, I'm pretty sure.
I think someone else at work. Maybe Ed.
Ed never goes to his work. He goes home. Yes, but it is Ed when they're at home.
Yeah.
Because then when he goes to the convenience store again, he has to get Ed. Oh, wait, sorry. We skipped where he tells Ed that Liz broke up with him. And they go to the bar, get drunk, listen to Electro after pissing off Pete. And then the next morning when he goes to the convenience store again, this is when we see the cornetto.
The famous
cornetto.
Yes. The ice
cream, yeah. Like the drumsticks we have.
Yes. Oh, those are so great to have sometimes.
They are so good. And the reason why they put it in this movie, I think it was either Edgar Wright or Simon Pegg, said that those are really good hangover foods. So whenever they were hungover, they would go get cornetto.
That's a good idea.
And I also learned, like I knew about the Cornetto trilogy and all that, but I didn't know until I read it the other day. The reason why they started that is because when they put the first Cornetto in the movie and the movie was like put out and everything, they went to a premiere party or some sort of party and Cornetto started giving them free like Cornettos.
Oh, phenomenal.
I'm assuming the company itself is named Cornetto. You never know. It might have another name, but so probably they ended up putting them in the second movie hoping they would get more free Cornettos, but it didn't work. And then it just ended up being people noticed. Trilogy, but it's cool because in this one, the Cornetto they use as the strawberry one, so red for blood. Yes. And in the second one, what do they use? They use a blue one, which is because it's Hot Fuzz, the police department. And then the third one, it's a green flavor. I forget what it is.
Ectoplasm.
That's Ghostbusters, but that makes sense. I don't know.
Yep.
But it's green because it's an alien movie.
I was close.
Yeah, so there.
I was close.
And it's like an anthology trilogy. It's not like the same story. So the first one's a zombie, spooky.
And it spells out RBG.
Sure.
Red, blue, green.
Yeah.
Which is the pixels.
Okay.
RBG. Just saying.
Good point.
Red, blue, green.
That is mind-blowing.
He meant it.
He did mean it. He meant it a lot.
Edgar Wright is a smart guy.
He is very smart. And this is actually where we get to the scene with the girl in the garden. Because when he gets back from the store, he doesn't know where Ed went.
And all of her pieces break. And all the king's horsemen and all the king's men couldn't put, what's her name?
Mary.
Together again.
It's true. They couldn't. Big hole in her stomach because there's a girl in the garden. Because he didn't notice that Ed was looking out the window behind the curtain. Fucking funny.
You're right.
And then they throw shit at her.
Yeah.
That was funny too. But that's after they push her and she lands on it. It's like the holder for, I think, an umbrella. Like, you know, when you have... Is that what it was? I think so. You know when you put a table outside and there's the hole in the middle? And you put the umbrella in the middle? Like a patio set?
Yes. Okay,
It looked like the base of that where you would put the umbrella in.
Yeah.
And I love when she gets up because it's like all kind of like spider crawly. And then they are fucking shocked and just throw shit at her.
Yeah.
And the dude that comes after her is huge. That is not a zombie you want to run into.
Right, yeah.
Big man.
Yeah.
So they decide to throw records at them. Fucking love that. I don't know if I would go for records right away.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a lucky shot with the first one going into his head.
And I like how slow, like how much time they had to think during that scene.
Oh my god, that's true.
Where it's like slowly creeping, and they're like, and they're like, they get to do slapstick.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Like they get to fumble things and go, oh, what about this record? No, not this one. They start going through records.
Getting mad when they're thrown, like Ed throws the ones that he wants to keep.
Yeah.
Fucking good. Fucking good. I would love when Ed gets those random calls.
Oh, right.
For drug dealing, because everyone, I don't know about you, but everyone seemed to have a friend like that back in the day, where they'd get a call and be like, "No, sorry, don't have any." And,
I know, right?
And you'd know or think that they're a drug dealer, but you never saw it, kind of thing.
I never knew. I never had anyone like that.
Neither did I. I was just trying to be cool.
Is that what cool kids do?
I don't know. Drugs are cool, aren't they?
Tied up with the drug cartel?
Yes, the cartel. We got a big cartel here. I just thought drugs were cool. I just wanted to be cool.
And it's called me.
Shaunathan.
Shaunathan is my dealer.
Is he your dealer? What did you think of his weapon of choice? Actually, which he grabs in this scene, because he finally breaks into the shed.
I don't know why I'm
the cricket paddle. I think that's what it is.
That's right. Yes. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, because he goes to a sports bar. It's great. It makes sense for his character. It's very natural. Is he an Irishman? Is this what you would call him?
I don't know.
Who likes
I don't
cricket?
know. I don't know.
I've
never actually seen anyone play cricket before. I just know the reference.
I know
from Ninja
one
Turtles.
of them like it in that kingdom of theirs, that United Kingdom.
That's good.
And I know one of them likes cricket, and I think he's supposed to be one of those.
Well, the paddle is fucking big.
Yep.
And it looks like a pain in the ass to use, to be honest.
And especially if you got spanked by it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pa.
It's thick.
Oh, yeah. It'll break something.
And it breaks some heads here. And that's one thing I like about this movie is even though it's very comedic and there's like a dramatic story going on underneath, et cetera, there are zombies in every other shot.
Yeah. They're
like,
never safe.
A lot of people always get mad at me when I say I don't like the movie Zombieland. And I'm always like, it's not that I don't like the movie. I just don't like the fact that we go through so much time
without seeing zombies.
Without seeing zombies.
Is that right? There's a lot of like sit down and talk, isn't there, in that movie?
Yeah, it's more about the main characters, which I get, but it's nice when a movie like Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Like I got to leave the car and go get Liz and everyone. Yeah. And you just see zombies on the yard that he bashes their heads in, and I'm good. That's
I
good.
could see that as definitely seeing that as like a wasted potential of time.
Even The Walking Dead.
You can do
great
both
show
at the
if
same
you
time.
like fucking dramatic shit.
Yeah.
But it's like Dragon Ball Z. You go through 5 episodes without actually seeing a zombie.
Okay, I've never watched it, so that
made
that
an
worries
anime
me.
reference.
Okay. Next
you
time
get it.
on The Walking Dead.
Walking. Political shit.
What the
people fighting? No, seriously, I'll tell you right now. Side note of tangents. The season that I fell off of literally had the main cast in like a prison, like not like like in prison, but like staying in a abandoned prison, and having a feud with this town somewhere. and the people in the jail sending a spy over, and then the people in the town sending like people over.
Oh my god!
And it just kept doing
no
like that
zombies,
for like no, it
just
was
like inner like look at this world that's post-apocalyptic.
It was so boring.
They're trying to be like Game of Thrones.
I think we should go to war. No, I think we'll hold out.
It was straight up
you
war.
go.
Oh, it was Game of Thrones.
Eventually, I think. I don't know.
Oh, gross.
Anyway, yeah, that's why I love Shaun of the Dead. There's always a little something, even at the beginning when he's just going to work and stuff, and you see homeless guy grab the pigeon and all that shit.
And I think they're allowed to do that because of his acting being so closely tied to the director. Like when they're both co-writing it, they're confident that Simon Pegg can tell exposition in a character without having to stop and talk about it.
Well, Simon Pegg even said it was such a nice change of pace to write with the director because
he knows how he acts the best, and he knows what he can do the best. And I think they both want to go to, let's show our best work.
The Windchester looks like a pretty sweet place to hang out, I'm not going to lie. I love when Ed kind of gives like the backstory of all the people there. Yeah.
Like a fucking Elton John song.
Yeah.
That was a really cool thing for me to say, right? That was sick.
It would have been better if you said Queen, because Queen actually gets played in the movie.
But Piano Man is all about describing the people at the bar. Oh, that's not Elton John, is it?
No, it's not.
Fuck, it was Billy Joel. No.
Hey, at least you knew. At least you knew. At least you knew.
Okay, thank you.
Congrats on actually knowing in the end.
Thank you. And he describes the people at the bar.
And that's okay. I didn't even get the joke anyway.
Imagine if I got it in one. Billy Joel, Piano Man.
Yes.
He describes
I get
the
it
people
now.
at the bar. Yeah, but imagine if that would have been so smooth, dude.
Yeah. And those people come back as zombies, which is great. And that's what I like. Every person you see in the first half of the movie all come back as zombies, plus more zombies
you could probably even comfortably say every person you see on the screen at one point is a zombie later on.
Except for the other group he runs into, because he runs into that old friend of his.
You see them again, I guess.
You see her again at the end, because when they come out of like the underground shelter,
probably the other ones died.
You only see her.
She's probably died.
But I'm assuming that
tells a story in itself. Their absence, I think.
Yeah, but I'm assuming her group survived though, because she asks them if anyone else survived, and they say no. And she makes a comment that makes it sound like, "Oh, too bad for you."
Yeah, she's like, "Ooh, sucks."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they all survived. Well, it's probably one of those things where they ran to the government right away, while these people were like, "No, let's go hide in a building." And it must be the government doing this type of thing. But
always is. Never trust the government.
It's true.
That's what I've said.
It is what you've said. I've heard you.
I've said
it's insane how much you say it.
I put it out. It's a bumper sticker on my car.
Is it? Is it really small?
No. It's really big.
Oh.
That's what she
said? Is that what you were assuming I was going to say that? Maybe actually, I was, but I didn't, just to throw you off. Oh.
Foiled again.
That's crazy.
Foiled again.
What do you think of the characters in this movie? Other than Shaun and Ed, who are awesome.
They're everything.
They are everything, but who was your favorite? I almost like David the more times I watch it, even though he is a dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you notice throughout the movie, too, every time the group is doing something, he's always the first to walk away or look away.
Yeah. That's
kind of showing what's going to happen to him.
Yeah.
Fucking going outside into the horde of zombies.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Well, he
gave us a classic. Oh, wait, no, sorry. He's standing near the window, but still very stupid.
He's a gun-ho guy.
Oh, when he has the gun pointed at his mom.
Yeah. Oh,
that scene is so intense.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's like, whoo! I love the flexes. Like, it's very much like, we can do this too, and well.
And that scene is such a build-up.
Yeah.
Because the mom, turning into a zombie and everyone arguing is probably a good between 5 and 10 minutes of just tension.
Yeah.
And Simon Pegg as Shaun getting louder and louder, crying and fucking yelling at David, and everyone's kind of on Shaun's side, but then everyone
slowly turns,
realizes and all that, and then you just see the mom stand up in the background.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you remember the scene when he jumps over the fence and it falls?
Is that early or late?
They're trying to find a way to get to the Winchester after the car is destroyed.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's wrong, David? You never taken a shortcut before?" And he goes to jump over the fence and the fence falls. Okay, just remember that for when we watch the other movies.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Is there all? I think I remember the one in Hot Fuzz.
Oh, have you seen Hot Fuzz?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Twice
cool.
or 3 times.
Okay, so you just have to see World's End.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I would use a nice rewatch of Hot Fuzz too, because I never enjoy not enjoying it. What?
I see what you mean. You like it.
I never remember not enjoying it.
There you go. I got that. Is that what you said the first time?
I don't know, but I wanted to make sure.
Okay. At least you... At least you made sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sometimes you got to. If I don't know and you don't know, we better know.
Everyone else probably knows.
That's up to them, not to me.
Well, I was just saying we're not very smart sometimes.
That's up to them, not to me.
Well, leave a comment.
Jesus.
Let us know.
Smart or dumb check. Let us know. I am smart. SMRT.
What else? What other amazing shit can we say about this movie? Because I'll say it right now, 5 out of 5. It's so good. It's my favorite.
There's nothing like a director-actor combo where they're kissing behind the scenes and they just know each other in and out.
See, that just made me think of the scene when
the boyfriend scene.
When the guy's like, "Oh, at least I wasn't having a tiff with my boyfriend. He's not my boyfriend." Here, sorry, it's a little warm. The tap's broken. Thanks, babe.
Thanks, babe. He like mouths it.
So perfect. Well, I couldn't mouth it. They wouldn't be able to hear me. It's an audio podcast.
But you could do like a whisper. Thanks, babe.
I could have, but I didn't want to. I'm in a very loud mood.
Well, you're a loud guy. You're boisterous.
I am.
That's your character.
Am I loud? It's hard to tell sometimes.
Really.
I think I'm just so close to the mic that it's like coming back at me.
Like echolocation.
So it sounds loud, but it's not loud. It might be loud.
You honestly, you project more in these scenarios.
We have gotten off topic a lot.
There's no way we have.
But it's okay, because as long as we tell everyone that this is an awesome, incredibly put together...
I remember what I was going to say.
Good movie.
I didn't complete my thought, so here we go. There's nothing like a director-actor combo. You have the Sam Raimi and what's his name?
Bruce Campbell.
Bert Kreischer. You have that combo, and they go through, and they're kissing behind the scenes, and they just make a beautiful lead role, and they're on the ball, and they can show character exposition in a blink of an eye, so that they don't need to sit and talk about it. This is what I see with Simon Pegg and Jonathan and Edgar, is this same sort of relationship, this beautiful piece of art that... It doesn't need to be perfect for me to give it a 5 out of 5. Because I think I would always enjoy movies like this coming out. Like, I don't think it's ever a bad thing to have movies that just mix a blend of comedy and drama and do it all correctly. I think that's the purpose of a filmmaking and a medium of art. And this is why we're going to see Sean Pegg fall over on this fence. Boom, there it is. We just saw it on the screen. Art... 5 out of 5. Thank you. The what's his name? Dave? 5? What's the glasses name? David? He looks like the gay roommate from Scott Pilgrim.
Well, maybe that's where he got the style.
Yeah, that wardrobe. I'm going to give that. I'm going to try that cosplay. See if anybody recognizes me.
I've actually dressed up as Shaun for Halloween before.
That's crazy.
It's true. I went to a Halloween party.
Halloween truly is the horror guys anime convention.
Or Fright expos or whatever that I've never been to and might never go to.
I guess they do, right? Horror film expos,
it's true,
I'm sure.
They love it. They love it.
Look into that. Maybe you...
It's spooky.
You know, you kind of do a podcast.
Scares
and
me.
You might want to promote yourself as a local, cool guy.
Maybe. I don't think a lot of locals do it here, though.
Well, then run it, dude. Run
it's
a
just
horror
me
convention.
and you, man.
Bring them into your room.
We're running the convention right now.
This
See,
is it?
No one showed up.
Well, the viewers did.
Pardon me.
Jesus Christ, and you chase them away as soon as I say that.
I just got excited.
All their ears perked up.
You
and
said
they're like, they're talking about us.
I was
and
exploding
then
with excitement.
Holy shit.
5 so out of 5. Good? So 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. It's all right.
It's a perfect movie.
Watch it.
Again.
Watch it again.
You've definitely seen it, but watch it again.
And watch it again. And give Edgar Wright a big kiss when you go to sleep tonight.
Just a big smoocher.
A wet one.
And let him know that you listened to the Tangents of Horror podcast. And then even tell your fish.
Tell your fish. Tell Sam Raimi. Tell Edgar Wright.
Tell your... You know what? Next time you take your dog for a walk, just knock on someone's door and be like, yo, I just heard a podcast and you should listen to it.
While you're walking your dog down the street, look in someone's window while they're washing their dishes.
Don't do that.
Stay on the sidewalk. Listen, you don't want to get trespassed or accused of...
Get trespassed?
You can if you're on their property. Stay on the sidewalk, look through their window.
Caught trespassing.
Someone's washing their dishes and you look at them and mouth tangents of horror and you keep walking your dog. And please, that's the best thing you can do for us in this time of need. Please.
Best thing you could do is leave a review on Spotify, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Well, Spotify's easy; it's just stars.
Dude, just do the stars. At the very least,
right? They don't even have to write anything.
Yeah, just do the stars.
As many as you want.
I didn't even know that was a feature, guys. Go find your stars feature and just try it out with us. See those 5 golden babies.
We may not be as awesome as Shaun of the Dead, but I'm sure we can get a couple stars here and there. I like gold stars. Like school.
Whose memory do you think will last longer? Shaun of the Dead as a film or ours?
Who's what?
After we die.
Memory?
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead.
I think you're right.
No one's remembering me. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Thank you, Shaun of the Dead. Timeless.
And thank you, listeners.
For listening time and time
200
again.
plays we're at, by the way.
Guys, did you hear that?
That is insane. People listen to us talk about whatever.
That's going to be a population.
We should do like a celebration
town
episode, but I don't know what to do on it. So maybe someone could let us know on Twitter or anywhere. Email us. We have an email, tangentsofhorror@gmail.com.
Drop by, say hi.
Hello.
Give us a recommendation.
Bonjour.
Throw them. I'll watch a movie.
I will.
I will. Guys, thank you.
Yeah, that's it. We're going to wrap it up.
I'm going to wrap it up. Always wrap it up. Keep being awesome, staying weird, and...
Don't forget, let's go to the Windchester.
Is that...
I don't know.
What do you usually say?
Something different all the time.
Actually?
Yeah. I just wanted it to be something.
Is this the first time I've realized that you say some weird shit at the end every single time?
Well, usually it's you, but there is a girl in the garden.
There's a girl in the garden and she needs to get out. Somebody open the fence.
Mary.
Mary.